The 1970s for Raza was a time of tremendous introspection. He felt a need to connect to his roots, both in terms of his art and his personal philosophy. This exploration, which tied to his own memories and nostalgia of India, led him to travel frequently back to his home country later on during this decade. The work shown behind me was painted in 1972 and signifies a critical period of transformation in Raza's oeuvre. As he merged his engagement with European art through the 1950s, his interaction with the American abstract expressionist works from the 1960s, and his desire to imbibe a more Indian aesthetic sensibility through the early 1970s. This confluence was defined by an ever-increasing quest to explore the emotive content of color. This exploration in particular was underscored by the ancient Indian aesthetic rasa theory. Although this is a very complex and somewhat prescriptive theory, Raza referred to specific concepts of the Rasa Shastra to define the basic principles in color and the subsequent emotions they triggered in his viewers. Raza thus began assembling a specific selection of colors to stimulate the emotions invoked by the Indian landscapes of his own memory. At the time that Raza painted this work, he had begun to deepen his engagement with his memories of India and the development in his style. And therefore, what he created corresponded with his own subsequent nostalgia. Raza often spoke to many of us of the influence that the landscapes and forests of his birthplace, Madhya Pradesh, had on him. But it was around this time he also found himself drawn to the hot desert and colors of Rajasthan, which is the subject and the title of the present lot. In addition to being inspired by the vibrant landscapes, textiles, and culture of the region, Raza also began drawing from the brilliant palette of Jain and Rajasthani miniature paintings. This can be noted in this work in the way the borders and the panels separate forms within the canvas. These techniques and amalgamation of ideas resulted in a rich body of work that was delineated in bright scorching colors and strong brush strokes, which can be seen in the painting Rajasthan, featuring vivid reds, ochres, and oranges that evoke the heat and intensity of this land. With his profound use of color, Raza was able to capture the essence of a place, gesturally as well as thematically, where, in the case of the present lot Rajasthan, it becomes a metaphor for the colors that are integral to its geography. A particular aspect of this work is the way that the vivid hues contrast against the black expanses in the canvas here in the center. This use of black, seen in some of the most powerful of Raza's works, is reflective of his fascination with the encompassing darkness of nighttime in deep and dense forests, which is then replenished with the relief of daybreak. Raza believed that the duality of night and day dominated him and were very integral to his paintings. He once recalled nights in the forest were hallucinating. Daybreak brought back a sentiment of security and well-being. On market day, under the radiant sun, the village was a fairyland again of colors. And then again, the night started. An interesting point to note is how Raza's artistic vision emphasized the significance of the color black, which increasingly manifested in Raza's works from this period, and then later went on to form a very central element. The color and vibrant movement within Rajasthan occupies an important place in the artist's career, demonstrating the mastery he achieved in the use of forms, color, and of course the powerful element of black. This also reflects in his later works such as La Terre, which is lot 22, and Paysage Nocturne, which is lot 38, and both of these works are part of the collection in the current Spring Live sale. To view these and other very significant works of art, take a look at the catalog for our upcoming Spring Live and online auctions taking place on the 16th and 17th of March 2023.